Ta video je v slovenskem in angleškem jeziku. This video is in Slovenian and in English language. First, a minute, maybe two, in Slovenian language, then I go and I give you a detailed explanation in English language. No, stvar je takšna, prvo v slovenskem, potem bo v angleškem jeziku, potem na koncu vam bom predvajal audio posnetke, seveda. V moji sobi temperatura gre gor skoraj do 30 stopinj Celzija, kakor veste. Odvisno, vroče je, spim noter, delam noter, pa sem včeraj drznil se iti v kuhno, pisati v kuhni, kjer je bila tudi mama. Nakar te stvari niso bile všeč mami, ukazala mi je, naj grem ven, pa se mi ni šlo ven. Pač, tu je prostor, lep prostor, tam zračen, lepo, nikogar nisem motil, edina stvar je, tipkal sem na prenosnik, tu je bilo vse, ona je kuhala, v bistvu ničesar, nobene veze, to nemogoče v tukšni kuhni, da bi jo nekdo s takšnim delom motil. Pa je šla, pa je pržgala radio na glas, da je razbijalo, ker sem bil pač noter, rekla mi je, bom pa radio nažgala in pa je tisto začelo nabijati. V redu, jaz pač sem tiho, sedim, pišem, svoje stvari delam. Pa mama ni mogla več tega tudi sama poslušati nabijanja radia in ona gre lepo ven in tam po 10 minutah jaz pogledam, kje je mama in jo vidim tam na vrtu. Grem in seveda normalno izključim radio, da rajš nimam tazga razbijanja noter. Grem in izklopim radio in nadaljujem z delom. No, po 20 minutah, nadaljnih 20 minut, se pravi po pol ure se mama vrne nazaj noter in se razjezi, se boste slišali, kako sama ona mene, kdo je njen radio in tako naprej, izklopil in tako naprej. Da tu je njen radio in da ga jaz nimam pravice izklopiti in to in ono, da se ga nimam pravice dotakniti ali karkoli, kaj to, kad rekla, ne vem. In je vprašam, sem rekel, ampak se te ni bilo noter, ne, se si šla ven. Pa to tako, ne, in to in ono in gre in spet nažge, nabije radio in tako naprej. No, to je samo malo ideje, da dobite kako in kaj z mojo mamo. Drugače pa oglejte druge audio posnetke na videih, na dokumentarcu, ne vem, ali sem nej posvetil 4 ure ali fotru. Enemu sem posvetil 6, enemu 4 ure in sem povedal natančno, s kom imam in sem imel pravka že kot otrok. Na drugem posnetku danes, in te stvari se dogajajo, ker do te faze, do katere sem prišel, da dejansko dokazal, kaj se dogaja tukaj v Sloveniji, kaj se tukaj, kako daleč so šli pri celi stvari, ne bi smel sploh prideti. To zadeva Moskvo, to zadeva Beograd in zdaj so, kot so mi tudi že obljubili potem, po to MK Ultra, bojo bili na trnih in bo ne vem kaj, imeli so groženj vsekakršnih. Ena izmed groženj je tudi ta, ki je danes oče uresničil, ko je šel v trgovino, kot boste sami slišali na audio posnetku, zelo enostavno. Na Lidu je prišel glas, da bojo imeli tele maske podvodne, da bojo prodajali 18. In se mi je fino zdelo, lepo bi bilo, ker pač celo zimo sem bil noter. Super bi bilo, da bi šel lahko v Krko plavati, malo zadihati pod vodo, malo pogledati pod vodo, potapljati se malo, tako ko sem se, rad sem te stvari delal, pa tega nisem počel zadnjih par let, ker sem delal, hotel sem to zadevo končati dejansko, zato da bi lahko življenje normalno nazaj dobil. In ker so mi pač mati, kakor veste sami, mi je povzročila opekline na nogah s tem, da ni odstranila mehčalca iz nogavic, s tem, da mi je potem, ko sem mehčalce iz nogavic, ker mati ni dovolila, da si sam perem stvari. Moja mati je bila alergična na kakršnokoli idejo, da bi jaz kadarkoli sam sebi prav. Ko sem si začel sam sebi prati, pa je šla in je vzela lepo test za odstranjevanje rje in je šla s tem in jim je špricala lepo nogavice, ko sem si jih sam umil in posušil. Ko so bile nogavice posušene, je šla in jih je lepo našpricala s tistim za odstranjevanje rje, s kemikalij za odstranjevanje rje, kar je še bolj žrlo in razžiralo že popolnoma razžrta stopala. Ljudje, nisem mogel niti ustati se na noge. Če sem šel hoditi za 1 uro, mi je koža dobesedno takole se je kar odlopila, se je kar odlepla od mesa dol in tako naprej. Ko sem se vstal zjutraj, čeprav nisem tudi nikamor hodil že mesece, enostavno povedano se nisem mogel na noge postaviti, ker so bile pač stopala popolnoma razžrta, vse je bilo razžrteno, razgriženo. Potem, ko sem še ugotovil, zakaj se je šlo pri tej stvari, je šla pa je zamenjala detergent, ki je popolnoma isto zgledal z škatlico, z detergentom, ki je bil z praškom, seveda, ki se uporablja, prašek, ki se uporablja za odstranjevanje madežev iz oblek. In potem sem se s tistim prav in seveda potem je glih tako in nisem vedel več, kaj se je dogajalo. Potem je šla še naprej, pa je vzela odstranjevalec rje in je z njim šla in je pošpricala tuš. Se pravi, tam, kjer sem se tuširal. Šla je in je pošpricala ne samo tuš, ampak je šla in je našpricala lavorje. Ker sem si, potem, ko sem si že noge umil, sem si noge dajel noter v lavor, da bi se ja osigural, da ne bi nikakršna kemikalija gor prišla na čist popolnoma razžrte noge, za katere sploh stopala, za katere sploh nisem vedel, če se mi bojo sploh še pozdravila. Zdelo se mi je, da je konc, da je kronična zadeva. Pod tole MK Ultra so namigovali, da je to da se take stvari dogajajo zaradi uporabe mikrovalovnih teh pištol, katere so se uporabljali, mikrovalovno orožje se je uporabljalo. Tako da nisem pri celi zadevi vedel, zakaj se gre, a nisem mogel se postaviti na noge zaradi bolečin. Ok, če gremo nazaj k tem maskom, da ne bomo, tu je bil, se pravi, da je bilo za pričakovati, da to se bo zgodilo, tukaj vsi, ki so prišli, so se kopali. Tu je bila ena od stvari, katera se bi zgodila, katera se bo zgodila. Policija je vedela, da, ko bojo to zadevo skuhali, da bom dejansko šel in se bom šel kopati in bom to stvar dejansko potreboval, zaradi tega, ker leta 2005, leta 2006 je moja original, tole masko za kopanje, tukaj so jo imeli ljudje, ki so bili tukaj, niso imeli svojih tukaj, pa so mojo uporabljali, ko so se šli kopati v Krko, ker je čisto popolnoma v redu zame. Me sploh ne moti, bili so Poljaki, ki so me imeli pri celi zadevi najrajš od vseh, prijazni ljudje, dobri ljudje, tako da to je najmanjša stvar, ki me moti. Vse normalno, vse v redu, vse ok. Stvar je samo o tem, hočem povedati, da vedeli so, da to bo in tudi povedali so, poleg vseh groženj, da mi bo tudi rečeno, da tukaj boste kmalu slišali, se pravi, oče je šel v trgovino, imel je vse napisano gor, listek sem mu dal, gor je bilo napisano isto, kot je napisano na Lidlomu v glasu. Gor je bilo napisana barva, plava, črna, maska za snorklanje, celo to, niti za potapljanje, ne, tako kot je napisano v glasu od Lidla, za odrasle osebe, cena, celo cena je bila napisana gor 8,99 ali 9 evrov, mislim 9 evrov natančno, da sem mu napisal. Od zadaj sem mu dal telefonsko številko in sem mu tudi povedal, da pišem to stvar, ne samo zato, da ko bo šel v trgovino, da bo vedel, kaj bi želel dobiti, plačal sem mu za to stvar, ampak v primeru, če ne bi vedel, kje najdete te maske, naj se obrne na prodajalko, prodajalca, telefonska številka moja je tam in se bom jaz z njimi pogovoril, dal mu bojo tisto, kar bom jaz njih prosil naj mu dajo in to je to, zadeva urejena. Ok, pač gre v trgovino oziroma telefon zazvoni, poberem telefon in ga imam na liniji in že začne za tisto foro, katero sem vam predhodno omenil, da ima masko v roki, ki je barve krvi, krvavo rdečo masko. Mislim, ne vem, kaj bi še potem poleg vsega tega, človek pove, kaj bi rad, človek ti napiše na papir natančno, katero barvo želi in vse, ti pa še vedno vztrajaš na tako imenovano krvavi rdeči barvi. Ne vem, kaj bi še pri celi zadevi dodal. Probal sem nekako zadevo obrniti tudi tako v nekako logično smer, ampak moj oče je profesionalen, kako bi rekel človek. Jaz bom rekel takole, da človek nima vseh doma, zna se pa zelo narediti še bolj norega, zna se pa bedaka delati iz drugih ljudi, ker se je bedaka iz mene delal celo življenje, ni me samo pretepal, ampak je imel tudi tiste sadistične načine, za katerimi me je poniževal. Nisem bil niti človek, niti žival in za pomočjo novomeške policije, za pomočjo tožilca Bojana Avbarja, ki se poslužuje tega primera na vsak način, da bi dobili nekakšen dokaz, češ, da imam temperament, da sem impulziven, da ne vem, kako bi drugače, verjetno, da večina ljudi, da bi reagirala drugače, kot sem jaz. Ampak jaz imam pač svoj način, pa tudi vem, s kom imamo pravka. Tako da, ta prva stvar, ki sem naredil, sem ga nekako prisilil, da je začel brati tisto, kar mu je bilo dano, iz tistega, kar mu je bilo dano v roke. Pomnil sem ga, da sem mu povedal, prebral je pred mano posnetek na telefonu, vse dokazano, da sem mu napisal, kaj želim, kako in kaj. Pa se je kar vedel, tako kot, veste, nekomu bi rekel, recimo, da je tole pisalo, da nekje leži, pa mu rečeš, da mi prosim to pisalo, ta oseba bi pa enostavno povedano, bi rekel, tam, tisto bi rad, tisto luč, ali pa recimo, tisto predal, to bi rad. Mislim, takšen način je to. Mislim, take stvari so to banalne. Seveda je bilo jasno takoj, kaj se dogaja. To je bilo... Moj oče naj bi imel nekakšen problem z sluhom, katerega morda celo ima, vendar moram reči, da ga celo življenje do moje vrnitve tega problema on ni imel, ker kot otrok se po noči na stranišče nisem upal jet, ker če bi samo vrat odprl od sobe, bi on slišal škripanje teh vrat in bi ven skočil iz posle in bi začel groziti z raznimi stvarmi, terorizirati, ne vem kaj, da te bo zatolkel in tako naprej. Stvari se niso spremenili niti po moji vrnitvi iz Amerike, ko je že imel slušni aparat, kar naj bi bil slušni aparat, vendar mislim, da je ta slušni aparat, da ima več slušnih, on ima več slušnih aparatov in jaz mislim, da eni od teh slušnih aparatov so naprave, ki njemu dajo, oziroma policijski postaji Novo mesto dajo možnost snemanja, kar se pač dogaja takrat, ko se on udejstvuje v njihove te pač načine, da bi pridobil nekaj, da bi lahko potem, ne vem, učitelj neki pač takšne stvari pač delajo. Tako da povedal sem mu lepo, sem rekel, poslušaj, če ne moreš najti, pa mi daj prosim prodajalko, sem ga prosil. Mi je dal prodajalko, s prodajalko sva se zmenila v minuti, lepo sem mi povedal, kako in kaj, obljubila je pomoč, pa zgleda, ko je že bila namenjena pomagati, da je telefon zginil iz rok, oče se spet oglasil in je spet začel namigovati, da on ne ve, pa tu pa ono, pa ne vem kaj. za prodajalko ni hotel več vedeti, obnašal se je, mislim, tako, popolnoma tako, dementno, na koncu pa je še enkrat sprovocirati, da bi bil vsaj nekakšen temperament, vsaj nekaj potegne z mene, nekaj, kar bi lahko na tej policijski postaji, karkoli, da bi nekako gospod Bojan Zalar iz te ljubljanske psihiatrije, ki so to bedarijo, ta scenarij napisal, te oslarije, da bi vsaj nekaj, da bi lahko vsaj nekaj imeli, da bi vsaj nekakšen dokaz, karkoli. No, takrat sem se mu jaz enostavno povedano, pač mi je namignil, da naj kar sam pridem v trgovino, da naj sam pridem iskat si masko in tako naprej. Sem se mu lepo zahvalil, predtem sem mu pa seveda tudi povedal, lepo sem mu povedal, sem rekel, veš, oče, sem rekel, vsi te snemam, sem rekel, pa je hotel spreobrniti temu, pa sem rekel, ne, sem rekel, pa dovolj mi, da ti objasnim, zakaj te snemam. Sem rekel, snemam te zaradi tega, ker to je pogovor, ki zadeva policijo, to je pogovor, ki zadeva ljudi, ki skrbijo za varnost prometa na cestah, za udeležence prometa, ker pač smatram, da takšno obnašanje, kakršnega zdaj le tukaj meni daješ preko telefona, mislim, da se jih zadeva. Mislim, da noben udeleženec v prometu, recimo kot šofer, ne bi smel biti na cesti pod takšnimi in angleščini se reče this type of mental conditions, pod takšnimi umskimi sposobnostmi, kot so to, verjetno, da ogrožaš promet. Če ne veš niti takšnih stvari, kot so tu, mislim, ljudje, tako da bom rekel, v ZDA, Nemčiji, Franciji, Britaniji in tako naprej, take stvari gledajo na internetu. On še malo temu dodal, ker sem se narobe izrazil zdaj, to je bilo čisto napačno, sej v Sloveniji jih tudi. V Sloveniji, ko sem stvari takšne dal na internet leta 2017, sej so se tudi tukaj oglasili psihiatri, so začeli klicati mamo, da bojo prišli in tako naprej. Zaradi tega sem bežal na Madžarsko leta 2017 zaprositi za politični azil. V ZDA, v Nemčiji, Franciji, Britaniji, v 5 minutah, verjemite ljudje, bi imel ljudi, tukaj bi zvonil, ne na telefonu, zvonil bi. Zaradi tega, ker te zadeve ne zadevajo samo udeležence prometa. Oče ima tudi orožje, oče ima pištole, puške, verjel ali ne, tudi tako nora zadeva je celotna. Te stvari zadevajo tudi, kako se reče, mental health issues, javno zdravje. In ko se nekoga iznoruje, veste, sam imam licenco za tovornjak, govorim 5 tujih jezikov, pa še več bi, če ne bi bil v takšni situaciji, v kateri so me porinili. Ko se nekoga proba iznoreti, ko se takšne stvari dogajajo, ni pomembno niti, če so sosedje not, pa če je policija in tako naprej vpleteno v take stvari. Take stvari se jemlje na Zahodu izjemno resno in vam povem, da v roku 5 minut bi imel tukaj in kriminalno policijo in psihiatre in vse, kar je potrebno, da se jih ali da v dom za zdravljanje, v dom za ostarele ali pa v zapor. Ker pač na Zahodu so te stvari tako, pri nas so pa te stvari ravno obratno, ker je država tista, ki hoče tak šov, da gre naprej. Gospod Bojan Zalar iz ljubljanske psihiatrije pač bo nekako dokazal, tudi če bo bilo 2000 ali pa 3000 videov, ne vem kaj, na podlagi česa, je pač nekako odločen, da v meni je nekakšna forma nasilje, da 46 let pretepanja, izganjanja iz Slovenije in tako naprej ni bilo dovolj, da nekako bo že država Slovenija dokazala za Beograd in za Moskvo, da nekaj v meni je pač takšnega, ki ni primerno za okolje. Tako je tukaj pri nas. In to bom tudi povedal zdaj v angleščini celotno zadevo in objasnil. Lete, folks, mene nič stvari, katere so me prizadevale v preteklosti. Zdaj vem, kakšen je drill, zdaj vem, česa se poslužujejo, kaj delajo, kaj lahko od njih pričakujem. Vejo pa zdaj tudi oni, da zadeva se ne bo ustavila. Realnost je popolnoma drugačna od tiste, katere so si oni predstavljali sami sebi, da bo, takrat, ko so nad mano izvajali MK ultra nasilje. Realnost je popolnoma drugačna, ker namiguje na to, da se ne bom ustavil pri kakršnikoli vrsti družbenega, državnega nasilja napram meni. Nič me ne bo ustavilo. Danes sem pač poslal to pritožbo mednarodnemu sodišču, ICC, International Criminal Court, kakor Evropskim komisijam, organom. Poslal jo bom tudi drugam. In lejte, pri celotni zadevi, tudi če se tokrat ne bo še izpeljala čez, se bo nadaljevala. Kakorkoli bo, se bo nadaljevalo. In pri celotni zadevi te stvari, kar delajo, za katere dejansko ne morejo dokazati, katere sem omenil, da se niso zgodile, da te stvari se ne dogajajo, samo dajo čedalje bolj črno in črno senco na Republiko Slovenijo, ki pa seveda deep state, globoka država v Sloveniji se upravlja preko Beograda. Jem je malo mar po tem takem. Jem je malo mar, ker so pač odvisni od Beograda, odvisni so od Moskve, tako vidijo stvari in se nimajo na kaj bati. Kakor mi je sama gospa Julija Šojgu povedala, hčerka od Sergeja Šojguja, v Rusiji je prav, da pač sodišča delujejo tako, da se nihče proti sistemu, proti državi ne more nikdar zmagati, ker nikdar ne pride do konca. Tele witnesses, ne vem, kako se reče zdaj, trenutno se ne morem spomniti, pač tisti, ki so pač, ki pričajo o stvareh in tako naprej, kaj se mi zgodi in to, in ki tožijo in tako naprej, ne morejo nikdar uresničiti svojih tožb, zaradi, ker jih pač imajo pač svoj način v Rusiji. No, zadnjič so pretepli, ne vem, koliko 1000 ljudi, 1600 so jih pa areterali sred belega dneva, sred Moskve in vrgli v ječo noter, zaradi, ker so se ljudje pač drznili ven prideti na ulice in izraziti svoje mnenje. Pač, takšne so stvari tudi v Sloveniji, na takšni podlagi ta država deluje, ampak, kot sem povedal, škoda, badava, ni to proti srpskim ali ruskim ljudem, kateri si mu dejansko všeč in bežijo tako iz Rusije, kakor iz Srbije. Po 107 ljudi zbeži iz Srbije na dan. Takšna je situacija v Srbiji. No, če bi bila kaj drugačna, če bi bila kaj pride, ljudje ne bi bežali tam, bi doma ostali. Ampak pač takšna je situacija. Ni to namenjeno proti njim, ampak je pač namenjeno proti določenim ljudem, no, ki res ne bi, pač, lejte, ali bi ali ne bi več škode kot dobrega povzročajo tistim, za katere pravijo, da jih pač they represent, katere pač zastopajo in tako naprej. Škoda, dejansko, namesto da bi se proti srpskim in ruskim ljudem obrnil, moje sožalje vam, da ste pač pod takšnimi okolnostmi v Rusiji, v Srbiji. Žal mi je, no, to je edina stvar, katero lahko izrazim. In pa seveda, da ta zadeva se ne bo končala. Okay, this is June 18, 2018 it is. Today is Monday. What I want to play today in Slovenian language would be basically the audio from yesterday and one from today. Yesterday, in respect to issues from my mama, and today from my, in a parenthesis, if you want, father, because really this is police, Novo Mesto Police, this is behind it all, together with a state prosecutor, Bojan Albar. They had these kinds of ideas, how they're gonna threaten, you know, when the whole thing falls down and stuff like that. If I would ever, of course, even manage to get to this level, let's say. Okay. So in respect to yesterday, as you know, I did submitted a complaint, a genocide complaint to International Criminal Court, to a variety of European Union human rights commission, court, and so on. And so well described about what went on, and really it's nothing these people didn't try on me to obtain any kind of desired response from me, anything that they could use that would apologize. Really the stuff I have stated on a genocide complaint against Russia and Belgrade, Russia, Serbia, Moscow and Belgrade, if you like. I'd rather use Moscow and Belgrade because it's so many decent Serbian and Russian people. They don't even want to be there. They don't want to be in Russia. They don't want to be in Serbia. Like 107, 108 people, Serbs, in a little Serbia. It's about 7 million people country on Balkans, escape on a daily basis from Serbia. Things are mad over there. The bad stuff is happening. Okay, so it's really unfair to go against the people, rather than politicians. Another thing is, if you go against the people, you automatically lose, because the politicians, the criminal politicians, are then hiding themselves behind the issue of the people. Basically, they relate themselves to the people and they relate you in a negative light, like against the people. And this is just not the case. Nothing against the Russian and nothing against the Serbian people here, but really against Ljubljana, against Slovenia, that is ran by the deep state that belongs to the Belgrade. I should say Belgrade is the deep state that runs Slovenia. And of course Moscow, where Putin and his comrades are, that beat people up, Russian people up, if they only dare to appear publicly on streets and express their opinion about, the situation in Russia and whole, concerning neighboring countries and so on. Okay, and so yesterday on June 17th, Sunday, for those that understand Slovenian language much better, okay, other than that, my mom really turned out violent, have somehow lost herself, and really demonstrated that real character, her character, because that's what she's trying to hide as much as possible. She's just trying to, be totally another person than what she used to be like. Yeah. But, inside, deep inside, is just that angry individual that deems individual that can treat people like a shit, like a dirt, like a garbage. Someone that has the right to do stuff like that. That's what my mama is. My mama acts like that. My mama behaves like this with me, not with other people, but with me. She constantly let me know that I am mentally sick, that I am mentally retarded, that I do live in my world, that I am not realistic, that, stuff like this. She constantly suggests me that I am mentally ill, that I am unfit, that, stuff like this. This is just the way of life. Okay, so I did go to the kitchen because it was really hot inside of my room. As you know, temperatures in my room during the summertime go all the way up to 30 degrees Celsius. I don't want to be inside of my room because when I go sleep, all that humidity, and it's 3 times by 3 meters room, 9 quadrat meter room, you can be all day long locked in there. Okay, I bother. I went to the kitchen and I bothered her because I was in the kitchen. I typed on the laptop. I wrote some news, and so she lost temper, and she turned the radio on. She started to blast the radio and told me, "No, you're not going to be inside of the kitchen because I'm gonna start to blast the radio. So she started to blast the radio, but never mind, I keep working on the computer, on a laptop, I keep doing that. And once she gets out, and she doesn't come out, she doesn't come back like for 10 minutes. I go out on the terrace and I see her working on a field, picking up some, I don't know, vegetables from the garden. Sorry, not field, garden. And so I go back inside, and what I do is I turn the radio off, because what am I going to have the radio on blasting me when I am actually writing the news out there, from my news outlet. So she comes back in, and what she does is she starts to yell at me, who turned my radio off. I don't know, because I was the only one in there. And why did she bought this radio, how I dare, and stuff like that. And you're talking about yelling, that's real mama. And so, well, I told her, Mom, I did, because you were not even inside. She was not inside for like a half an hour. And so I turned, radio was off. I turned the radio off. And she got pissed and she started to bitch me that I don't even have the right, even when she is not inside, if she puts the radio on, the radio is blasting. I don't have the right to turn one off. And she goes right there and she turns and twists the radio on back, so the radio started to blast again. This is just my mama. This is just really how things are, because she have totally forgotten that I did audio recorded her. Okay. Once she was done with her attitude, what I did was I turned around the laptop and I demonstrated her that I actually recorded her. Okay, and the second portion of the audio, my father today, I wrote him on a piece of paper. Sorry, that's my license, I don't have that paper, but let's suppose this is a paper. And this is evident also from the audio, because I asked the father, I want to make sure during the recording of the audio that my father will actually admit that paper which he held in his hands, on that paper was not only my telephone number, which he have used to call me, but it also was a total description of a snorkeling mask, which I asked him to purchase from me today from the store, because one was on special at a local store here. I don't have the transportation, I don't have any kind of transportation to the city, and I cannot go back and forth, for the stuff like this. So I did ask him if he could do me a favor, and I gave him the money and purchased me this snorkeling mask. Okay. And so on the paper beside my telephone number was written also the color of snorkeling mask, and I have written him down black or blue. In the telephone conversation, for those who understand Slovenian language, it becomes evident, because he confirms me when I ask him what is written on the paper. Is it written on the paper color of snorkeling mask? And I also give him a description of what I want. I tell him that I want snorkeling mask for adults. And that's how it's listed one on, this is a German store. I'm sure you have heard, whatever. Adult complete, I don't know how you say that. For adults, obviously. And I tell him before he go inside of the store, because I already knew what's going to happen in advance. I knew in advance that my father, at this point, they are totally desperate to obtain, any kind of impatient response from me. Anything that they could use, the police could use to suggest someone, a third party, look at this guy's violent, or he's impatient, he's losing a temper, stuff like that. Anything like this. So I did wrote him on a paper, and I told him, I did not write this on a paper, but beside what was written on the paper, I told him, I said, if you don't know Okay, if you don't know, once you go inside of the store, if you don't know what to buy, still, if you still don't know, even as it's all written here, and I also gave you my telephone number, okay, just give the paper to one of the salespeople, because there's also a telephone number, everything I have provided, and I'm going to talk to them, and they're going to give you whatever they're going to give you, and you're going to bring me that thing. That's all there is to it. So he goes inside of the store, and the first thing is the telephone rings, and he started to act like, you know, like semi-retarded. My father is using a hearing aid, and it might be an issue with his hearing. He never had one in life. I'm not aware that he ever would suffer from hearing loss before in the past. He has the ability at night time to hear almost like a bat. He would go and you would make a move, you would move something, and he would jump out of his bed at night, and he would come and tell you that you are doing something, even if you are just trying to quietly do something, whatever you're doing, and you're just doing this, and you're doing this to him deliberately and stuff like that. Start yell at you, and he did that kind of stuff all his life. Terrorized me like this since my childhood, threaten and stuff like that. At nighttime, in my room as a child, you could not even go inside of the toilet, because if you would open the door, which he deliberately would not change, because if he would change that door, which is bent, because the material, the wood somehow got bent, I don't know how that happened either, it would not produce, you know, like slight noise when you open the door. And so he could not terrorize with that kind of issue, okay? So he wouldn't do this kind of stuff, but he would million times go and threaten I don't know what. Okay, so he is using that hearing aid, for which also I believe is nothing else than a audio related device to the police station, from where he receives instructions on how to provocate, how to challenge, and the whole thing is probably then, I would say, recorded to the police station and used to get, and you know, with idea on how they're going to use that. This is how I see they're doing this already since my return from the US. So he started in the store, he started to act like, you know, the telephone rings, and he asks me, the first question is, he asked me if I would like to get a snorkeling mask, which is bloody red, color of blood red. Okay, that immediately rang 2005-2006 MK Ultra issues, during which I was suggested by the police, by the neighbors here, the stuff exactly like this stuff. If I'm gonna get to this point, to this stage, that something is gonna happen to me and stuff like that, and was actually promised under MK Ultra, which does make sense, because if you burn somebody's feet like mine were burned, to that degree that you keep him inside of the winter with the stuff like this, that he cannot even go for a walk because the skin falls off his feet, actually could not even stand up in the morning. When I would try to get up and stand up on my feet, I could not even stood up on my feet, because my feet were just completely eaten out. They were just cracked and the skin was just hanging down from the feet. Still I can show you, still I have a little bit, can be seen. Wounds are still actually healing. This is how bad that thing was. So obviously that I would go for a snorkeling. Everybody did when they were here in 2005, in 2006 and before that. Whoever came to Slovenia, Americans, Poles also, whoever was here, they would go to the river and they would snorkel and snorkel and snorkel. Actually, the reason why I have purchased this snorkeling mask is because the Polish team, and it's okay, it's not a problem, it's fine, it's okay, forgot to replace me this when they left in 2006, obviously. So it was another one necessary. But this is completely okay. This is not a problem. This is not what this is all about. I'm just saying. And so, but yeah, if I want the color of blood mask, red color of blood, I don't even know if they have a color of blood mask. That would be also interesting thing to find out. Insane, completely. Then he goes and, you know, he like acts like he is demented, like completely, like you would say, let's say, give me this to somebody, please give it to me. You see it and says someone, please take that and give it to me. And he would go and he would see this thing, let's say, I'm just giving an example, and he would say, do you want that thing over there, or that one over there, or that one over there, and stuff like this. And so it all ended with him telling me to go actually to the store and get it myself, because it's just so desperate to create a conflict, a provocation, you know, to challenge on issues. The next thing I did was I said, listen, I said, I would like to get exactly what I have written to you on the paper and what I have told you I would like to get before you went inside of the store. I said, do you have the paper in your hands? Obviously he had the paper in his hands because he had also my telephone number written on one. And so he picks up the paper, and I said, and what is written on the paper? What color? And he reads me what is written on the paper. Because what I want to do at that point is, because I knew what went on, I knew about Boyan Albar, the state prosecutor, about the chief of the police and all that stuff. I know how they work now already. It's all known to me how they operate with this kind of stuff. So I said, what is written on the paper? And he starts to read on the paper. I said, but what kind of color? What is written on the paper? This is all audio recorded stuff. Black, blue. And I said, what else? For adults, he continues, and so on and so forth. I said, okay, then. And again, start to act like, just as I have explained, you know, like that he doesn't know. If he doesn't know if there are any left, that he cannot find one and stuff like this, but that he's gonna go back and that he's gonna look and this and that, totally going from one issue to another, just like acting like, you know, if somebody would do that kind of stuff to you, I don't know, probably a lot of people would just say, you know, that F word or something like that. But, you know, you don't do that kind of stuff. I don't do that kind of stuff. And another thing is, I knew that I'm going to profit from this. So I wanted to be, you know, as much as possible, get out of it as much as possible. I said, remember when I told you before you went to the store, if you will not be, you know, if you will have difficulties to find these things, to please give me a sales lady, somebody from the sales. I said, can you please give me one? And he goes, yes, I can give you one. So I talked to the lady, to the sales lady, and lady is very helpful. And she says, it's not a problem. We're going to get this and this and that. He takes, he goes, it sounds like that we're going to go get this thing. And all of a sudden my father is again on the telephone. And it's again, he doesn't know where and what and this and that. I said, but where is the sales lady and this and that? And he keeps acting with his stuff like this. Then I said, listen, I said, you know, I said, but you are audio recorded, you know this, huh? And, you know, he goes, what this and that? I said, excuse me, but let me explain you why you are audio recorded. I said, because you operate vehicle, you operate car, and I believe that you know, people that act like you act right now should not actually sit behind the wheel, behind the driving wheel, because they're a threat, they're a danger to, you know, other motorists, other vehicle operators out there. Okay, so this was one thing. The next thing he goes, well, you know, it will be the best thing for you to come to get it yourself personally, like I have already stated earlier. This is how it all ended. I said, well, you know, in that case, thank you very much for your help, and I just hang up the phone. That was it. He did came about an hour later with exactly what I asked him for, and, you know, I have explained to him about, you know, he again acted like he is a little bit, you know, I'm not gonna say stupid, but like totally demented. And so I asked him, I said, do you also know why I have recorded you? Because the game of your state prosecutor Bojan Albert, this is his buddy, this is his close friend, he's also in the same hunting club with him, they know each other since the childhood, and the chief of the police and the police that are doing this kind of stuff, that's why I have audio recorded you. So just so you know, folks, I'm just gonna put it this way, in any country worldwide, God forbid this would be in the US, because I tell you what, in the US, and I'm sure in France and in Britain and in Germany, you would have psychiatrists, you would have social engineers, believe me. Within 5 minutes of the video like this one that I'm going to post online, you would have them at the step doors. They would ring the bell, and they would want to have talk with geniuses. Two people, one is with elementary school and treats me like a mentally retarded individual, like completely retarded, crazy individual. Eight grades of elementary school, that's my mama, and another one is my papa with knowledge of one foreign language, and that one is even Serbo-Croat language. Two people who had job about 500 meters away and who live in a residence, in a house that is, compared to the US, the cost would be at least $2 million for the house like this, at least. Live life of luxury and are basically effing around with totally sane, healthy, intellectual person, hardworking person, treating him like demented. Either based on what I have mentioned, they would have a talk, or if that would not be the case, they would have a talk because, you know, obviously that what we are about to hear, these are the issues we're dealing with here. And if that would not be the case, an individual that is demented to, I'm not going to say reduced to capacity, to the level which my father, as you're about to hear, will now display for you, as trained by the police, of course, but doesn't matter. If his mental capacity would be one as such as you are about to hear right now, and you would have one, as is the case, operate vehicle on a public roads, an individual have guns up there. Folks, in the US, in France, in Germany, in Britain, anywhere else, these things don't go for more than 5 minutes after the video like this is posted. Believe me, you get the ring, it's a ring, and they want to know what's going on. Are you mentally incapacitated? Do you suffer from dementia? Do you have some other kind of health-related problems? Or are you just effing around? You are just deliberately doing this to drive someone insane. In other words, plot to assassinate person. In the US, that would be 5 minutes. In Germany, Britain, France, and other civilized countries, the same thing. In Slovenia, we're going to play the game. We will continue with the game of Bojan Zalar, psychiatrist from Ljubljana, Polje, okay? I just want to say this. And it also concerns here, there's geniuses around here too.
Imaš mojih stvari za dotikati.
Katerih stvari?
Mojih. To, kar sem jaz kupila.
Kaj sem pa naredil? Veš, kako je? Tebe sploh noter ni bilo. In ti, kakor se jaz
A sem noter nisem, nimaš za dotakati.
No, ti si rekla, da boš radio nažgala, zato da jaz v kuhinji ne bom bil. Ker si mi prepovedala biti v kuhinji.
Tako je.
No, vidiš.
A što s prostorom, ne da te moram jaz gledati.
In zakaj bi radio bil tukaj na glas kričal tako, ko mene ni? Ko tebe ni noter, zakaj bi to moralo tako biti?
Zato, ker sem ga jaz pržgala.
Zato, ker si ga ti pržgala. Super, hvala ti.
Tomaš,
Hvala.
ker radio špila.
Radio ti špila.
Sem vesela.
Si, jaz tudi.
Halo.
Ja, prosim.
Halo, Boštjan. Halo.
Pri telefonu, ja, prosim.
Poslušaj, je tle perfekt, imajo, ampak ne vem, ali je za odrasle ali za otroke.
Tako. Daj mi prosim prodajalko ali pa prodajalca, prosim, daj.
Takoj.
Hvala lepa.
Gospa bi hotel, če nekaj kupujem, pa je prosil, če bi dal vas.
Povejte, gospod.
Ja, dober dan želim.
Povejte.
Dober dan. Gospa, jaz sem prosil, če mu lahko date eno masko, snorkeling za potapljanje za odraslo osebo. Najraje bi videl, če bi bila plave ali pa črne barve, tako kot ima napisano na listku, prosim. Ne vem, jaz sem vse...
Plave pa črne. Tlele ima ta gospod pa tlele rdečo v roki.
Prosim?
Tlele ima gospod rdečo v roki.
No, sej, zaradi tega, ker sem mu... Naj vam da listek, prosim.
Aha, bomo zrisali.
No, dejte, plavo ali pa črno, prosim. No, vse sem vam obema povedal, kako in kaj. No, na listek sem napisal, ne vem, kaj naj še drugega naredim.
Halo.
Ja, prosim.
Halo.
Ja, prosim.
Kaj je rekla, da si še na telefonu, kaj je?
Jaz ne vem, kaj je.
Imajo razne barve, rumeno, jaz sem tako krvavo rdeča sem vzel.
Jaz sem pa tak napisal na listek.
A boš sam prišel izpred?
A imaš listek s seboj?
Kako? Imam listek, ja.
Kaj piše na listku?
Kako?
Kaj piše na listku?
Na listku piše.
Ja?
Maske za odrasle, nosi, plavo črna.
Plava ali črna, piše gor, ne?
Ja.
No, vidiš,
Ja.
kaj imaš pa pol rdečo v rokah?
Imam tako lepo rdečo vinsko.
No, tako. Ti ni gospa zdajle dala v roke črno ali pa plavo, ti ni dala tega v roke.
A sem plavo, da?
No, a ti jo je dala gospa v roke zdajle ali ti jo ni dala?
Kako?
A ti je dala gospa v roke zdajle plavo ali črno?
Vse je eno in isto.
Vse je eno in isto.
Ja, seveda.
Vse je eno in isto.
Zato pa tu si ga polomil, ker nisi tišel, izbral bi.
Aha, se pravi, da ni črne in da ni plave barve.
Čakaj, grem pogledat še enkrat.
Aha, in gospa ti ni pomagala za izbiro plave pa črne barve.
Čakaj, pogledal zdaj.
Veš zakaj? Zaradi tega, ker to zdaj, ker demonstriraš meni, takole, ne? Glede na to, da sem
Bom jaz pogledal še
glede
enkrat.
na to, da sem mi dal prodajalko in vse te stvari.
Tizga je polno tam in jaz sam ne vem, kaj bi vzel.
Tako, zaradi tega tudi ne vem,
Kako se
kaj
gre?
je vozniško dovoljenje. To so stvari, ki v bistvu so za ljudi, ki odločujejo, kdo lahko vozi po cesti. Zaradi tega ta pogovor, ati, zaradi tega, vidiš, zaradi
A
tega.
mora biti rdeča ali pa plava.
Boš videl.
Plava ali pa rumena.
Lej,
Zdaj gledam, pa ne najdem več.
ja, gospa ti ni pomagala, ni ti pomagala.
Bom jaz spet najdu.
Gospa ti ni pomagala, čakaj malo, gospa ti ni pomagala, ali kako?
Čakaj.
Gospa ti ni pomagala, ali kako? Kaj se je zgodilo?
Kako?
Gospa ti ni pomagala.
Aj, ja, ni nobenega tle za tako, da bi z mano šel.
A ni nobenega?
Nikogar ni tle, nimajo ljudi.
Aha, se pravi, da za gospo, s katero sem govoril, je bil, kdo je bil tu? Tu je bil duh, sveti duh je bil, ali kdo je bil tu?
Jaz sem se jebal, ker sem sploh šel za to stvar.
Aha, za jebo.
To bi moral sam ti izbrati, ne preko drugih.
Prosim?
Jaz bom to nazaj dal, pa boš ti šel raj sam zbrati.
Ja, tako nared. Tako je nared. Zajebal si pa se, ja. Ampak ne zato, ker si šel iskat.
Kako?
Pravim, ne zato, ker si šel iskat. To, kar sem ti napisal na list, to, kar sem povedal gospej tam in tako naprej. Zaradi drugih stvari. Hvala lepa za pomoč. Nasvidenje. Bye bye.
Evo, zdaj sem tlele na...
Zadeva, katero ste lahko slišali, ni nova. To je stvar ne zaradi tega, ker bi bil oče 85 let star, kakor skuša novomeška policija, AUBR, sodniki in tako naprej, to so skusno tovcevali te stvari. To sploh ni res. To ni nova zadeva, to se je že dogajalo, ko sem bil jaz otrok, paralelno s tem, da je v mene puške naperjal, da me je pretepal do onemoglosti z pasi in tako naprej. To niso nove stvari. S tem je poskušal znoreti in mamo in mene in tudi druge ljudi. Med drugim tudi zdravnike, ki so prišli recimo iz Amerike, ko jih sistem, vzhodnoevropski sistem, ko niso več od njih bili odvisni, so se zadeve spremenile v celotni zadevi in so politiki, vzhodnoevropski politiki, slovenski politikanti, ko niso bili več odvisni od Američanov in so dobili to tehnologijo in tako naprej, so se stvari spremenile, so ga celo hujskali, naj nad njimi izvaja vse kakršne stvari in jih tudi je, ker je imel zaščito, ker takšen je moj atek. Moj atek je reva taka, da je ne boste najdeli na planetu. Če ga pa nekdo pokrije, recimo, če mu pa nekdo daje potuho, se temu reče po domače, potem pa puško vzame pa ti metek v glavo da. Brez kakršnih koli, ne bom rekel predrasodkov, ampak brez kakršnih koli pomislekov. Čist takšen je moj atek. Čisto tako bom povedal. Atek se je vrnil nazaj čez 1 uro in po tisti uri, ko se je vrnil, je stopil v mojo sobo in je začel nagovarjati me, češ da ni slišal mene v trgovini in tako naprej. In to kljub temu, da je imel napisano vse na papirju, kljub temu, da mu je prodajalka hotela pomagati tam, kljub temu, da predno je šel v trgovino, sem mu vse skupaj razložil, kaj želim in tako naprej. To je samo moj atek, tu ni nič novega. Nima nobene veze tukaj z 85, tak je tazga. In ja, je povezano vse skupaj s slovenskimi politikanti, z Beogradom, Moskvo in tako naprej, ker so oni tisti, ki so te stvari porivajo naprej in so jih že porivali naprej, ne samo proti meni, ampak proti Tudi drugim ljudem.
No, seveda, ampak zdaj si rekel, da me nisi slišal, glede maske, ko sem te...
Gospej dal tam.
Ja, gospej si me dal, ampak zdaj, ko si not prišel, si rekel, da me nisi slišal.
Kako?
Zdaj si rekel, ko si noter prišel tlele v sobo,
Ja,
da me nisi slišal.
tam te nisem slišal po telefonu.
Me nisi slišal, okej.